Aduck here. I'm back after a break of Aduck reviews because I needed a little time to recuperate after reacting to Teen Titans Go. Finally, I'm going to talk about Coconut Fred's Fruit Salad Island. One of the most shameless rehashes of SpongeBob ever to exist. It has the voice of Rob Paulson as Coconut Fred. He was so ashamed of this show that he didn't even put it on his resume. And for a good reason. This show is awful. We're going to take a look at the episode Lemon Overboard, because it is an exact rip-off of every Squidward torture porn ever made, but worse! And that is why I show this. So it starts off with Coconut Fred combing the beach when he finds a sailing whistle, which he annoys everyone in the audience with, including me. And then he makes a watermelon fall into the pool where he drowns, and he takes his hat and continues to whistle. And then we get to meet today's victim. Hooray! Today's victim of today's circumstances is Reggie the Lemon. But we're going to call him Lemon Squidward, because that's what he is. He's Lemon Squidward. So Lemon Squidward can't work on his boat because Fred is whistling. So Fred wants to be a sailor, and so he wants Lemon Squidward to help him to teach him. So he asks Fred to build a boat. He builds a boat in like 3 seconds flat, because who cares about continuity or laws of physics or anything like that. Then we get to meet the crew. Now here's a good time to talk about characters. There are no original characters here. All of them are rip-offs. First off, we have Bungaberry. Yeah, he's a caveman. SpongeGar? Is that you? What were you doing on that horrible show? Go back to meme heaven. Then we have Patrick and Patrick. No, really. These are slip and slide. They're both Patrick. And we have Bingo, who's apparently Midget Apple. But he's not in this episode, so. And then once we get, we don't even. And then the rest of the episode is just them constantly annoying this Lemon dude. Lemon Squidward cannot even stand, and it looks like he wants to shoot his brains out. But since it's a kid's cartoon, obviously he can't do that because he'd anger him. So since the cherry stayed behind, he had to stay with the watermelon who runs the place, and they can't run the place without Fred. No! That's not how it works! Gee, I haven't seen that before on SpongeBob, where they couldn't run the Krusty Krab without SpongeBob. And back to SpongeBob, the Squid Torture Corner here is a lot more mind-numbing. So, then he tells the story on the boat on how the boat wrecked and he got on the island. But here's what happens. You see, I'm going to tell you something. Whenever Coconut Fred gets his eyes swirling, you better watch out. It's just like in Super Noobs, when the kids use the devices to jumpstart the plot or do whatever they want. Coconut Fred can make anything happen when he wants. He can control his destiny. He doesn't care anything. He just wants the plot to go the way he wants it, and that you cannot have a character like that. That defeats the whole purpose, and it's just lazy writing. And that's only the beginning. So everything in the story happens in the boat, and the lemon crashes the boat again, and we learn that it was Coconut Fred all along that made him crash on the island in the first place, which just makes it 10 times worse, and it's more like a kick in the balls. And because above all that, when they get back, the watermelon is actually happy that Fred is back, so he could blame him for everything that's happened on the island. And then they live back together. No! Basically, this just feels like a bunch of SpongeBob episodes. Like, it feels like ARG when they had to go somewhere. Felt like whatever happened to SpongeBob when all of this happened. Then it felt like giant Squidward with all the randomness. And man, not forget the SpongeBob meme. And it was all rolled up in some annoying orange style show that should have just died. I'm surprised it got past the first episode. Anyway, Coconut Fred is not a good show. It's not something that you want to show to your kids. Also, Coconut Fred, Rob Paulson, why do you do this? You take some of the most stupidest job offers. Although you do voice some great characters like Carl Weezer and Donatello from the 2012 series of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you are questionable. Well, I guess that's all for Coconut Fred. Okay guys, there are a couple options of what I could do next. I've been wanting to do a Brooks Hartman week where I review all different types of Fairly Odd Parents episodes. If you want me to do that, let me know. I also want to review a couple other things. Later.